Today I'm coming to you once more from my bathroom, where unfortunately sound and lighting are not ideal. But if you watched my last two videos, you know that Bean and I left the United States and moved to Germany to be reunited with my husband. We found an amazing house, which I shared with you in my last video. Unfortunately, said house is still completely empty, aside from a sleeper couch we purchased when we first moved in, and we recently purchased a couple of camping chairs and an outdoors bistro set, which we are currently using inside so we can sit down and have meals. But aside from these few items, this house is still completely empty, which is why the sound is not ideal. And my bathroom, well, it is like a sauna in here, which is why I look quite glowy. I talked about this in my last video as well. When we first came here, when we first moved into this house, we were having a heat wave all throughout Europe. It has cooled down just a tiny bit, but it is still incredibly hot and very humid. So that explains the extra glow, but that's beside the point. My bathroom is right now really the best place to film because I have somewhat good lighting in here, and I have a height where with the help of 2 rolls of toilet paper I can pop you up or pop up my phone and film. I know it's not ideal, but please bear with me. It is July 16th today, and we just found out that our furniture, well, the furniture that I sent from San Diego, my husband had a bit of furniture as well in Africa. His hasn't even left Africa yet, but the furniture coming from San Diego is arriving here August 17th. So it will be another 4 weeks. So I would like to continue to bring you content. If you don't mind me filming from my bathroom, let me know down below. But under my last 2 videos, several of you asked to please share with you what sort of products as far as skincare, body care and hair care I find in Germany. And I'm actually going to one of my absolute favorite places in Germany right now called DM, which stands for Drogeriemarkt. It is sort of like an American CVS, but better. So I'm going to bring you along to show you first of all what DM has to offer. Now DM is a chain, and I have noticed since I've been here for probably 4 or 5 weeks now, and I've probably been to DM about 6 times, and I have noticed that from store to store the inventory varies a bit, but I have found one branch or one of the DM stores which has pretty much everything I'm looking for, and that's where I'm taking you right now. So let's go to DM together. Now, I'm always a bit self-conscious to film in public, to be honest. I feel obnoxious walking around talking to my phone. So for the most part, I'm just going to play some music in the background. That way I will also avoid any sort of copyright trouble in case there is some background music playing in the store. But really briefly, as you can see, DM is similar to an American CVS or Longs. Actually, I don't even know if Longs still exists. But they have everything from skincare, hair care, a little bit of food, to household items like laundry detergent, dishwashing soap, and so on. Now, some of their food is actually quite good, and I will share with you a couple of food items I get as well. But I am, of course, coming here mostly for the skincare DM has to offer. And I was actually visiting Germany last year and went to DM quite frequently. However, since last year, DM now has some Korean skincare, including Korean sunscreen, which is incredible. And that's actually one of the main reasons I wanted to go to DM today, because I need some more of my Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. But let's see what else we can find. I hope you enjoyed this little trip to DM with me. I had to tie my hair up. It is still incredibly hot. But I did, like I said, mostly go to DM for the Beauty of Joseon. I always forget what this one is called. It is the Relief Sun Aqua Fresh Rise Plus B5. So Beauty of Joseon has an original SPF, and I believe this year or maybe the end of last year they came out with this one, which is absolutely incredible. I have talked about this in several videos already because I did start using this when I lived in San Diego. And when I first came here and went to DM and I saw that they carried it, I was in heaven. Because as many of you probably know, it is almost impossible to find Korean SPFs in the United States. Now, Beauty of Joseon does have an American version. So you can see this one has a blue top right here on the packaging, and then it also does on the tube. The American one, what is blue here, is pink, and the American one uses different filters. It uses US approved sun filters. I have not tried the American version. If any of you have, please let us know down below how you like it. But I can tell you that this is right now my absolute favorite SPF. I have probably gone through 5 or 6 of these. I have purchased 4 of them since I've been here. Now I still have a backup and I just purchased some more, but I just didn't want to run out of it because I use this every single day. It is so incredible. It is, like I said, in my opinion right now, the absolute perfect SPF. And while it is a chemical SPF, it does not irritate my skin nor my eyes the slightest bit. It's absolutely incredible. If you don't live in Germany and you can't purchase this at DM, I do have a site where I purchased it when I lived in the US. I purchased it on Styvana. I will link that down below. So I purchased a couple more of the new Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. I also purchased another bottle of the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Cleansing Oil. I purchased a bottle of this when I first came here, and as you can see, it is well used. I was actually looking, there is a German cleansing oil, so obviously these are not German products, they are Korean, but there is a German cleansing oil I was looking for by Oliveda, which I purchased when I lived in the US, and I really liked it, so I was looking forward to purchasing it when I got here, but I couldn't find it and I really needed a cleansing oil. So when I went to DM, I picked this up and I really like it, which is why I repurchased it. It's just a cleansing oil, but it does a beautiful job loosening up the dirt and grime, sunscreen, all of that, and getting my skin ready for my second cleanse. And the price is great as well. Definitely more affordable than the Oliveda cleansing oil I wanted to pick up in the first place. Though I can't remember right now what I paid for this. The heat is getting to my brain, but I believe around 12 euros. I will put the price right here. And I believe the sunscreen was around 19 euros. So a little bit more expensive than on Styvana, but I don't have to pay for shipping. So definitely would recommend the cleansing oil as well. I also picked up another body SPF. I purchased this one a few weeks ago, really liked it. So I picked up a backup. This is by, I'm actually not sure if the brand is Premium Skincare or V-Sun. It says both on here. But this is called Hello Sunshine. It has an SPF of 50. It is broad spectrum protection and it is water resistant, though it doesn't tell us how long it is water resistant for. This is a chemical SPF. However, I have neglected to look up which filters it uses, which is rare for me. Usually I look that up right away. But on my body, I'm not as concerned as my face. On my face, aside from Korean chemical SPFs, I cannot use avobenzone or octinoxate or anything like that. It really irritates my skin. On my body, I'm fine with those sort of filters. But like I said, I have neglected to see which filters are used in here. I will do so when editing this video, and I will put the filters right here in case any of you are curious. But this is a beautiful SPF. Now this particular brand, as far as I can tell, has 3 different body SPFs. This again is an SPF of 50. They also, oh by the way, the beauty of Joseon is also an SPF of 50 with a PA rating of 4+. But this body SPF is an SPF of 50, and this brand also has an SPF of 30, which is fragranced. This is also fragranced. And they have, I believe, either SPF of 30 or 50, which is non-fragranced. Now, usually I do not like a fragranced body SPF because I feel that the fragrance competes with everything else, my shampoo, my deodorant, my body lotion, and so on. But I really, really like this smell. So in the store, I opened it up and I smelled it. And I also smelled the non-fragranced one. And while that one didn't smell like perfume, it smelled sort of chemical, and I didn't like that. Now in the United States, when you buy a tube, you can't just open it and smell it because usually there's a little silver foil. Usually you have to undo the top, take off the silver foil, and then the tube is open. In Europe or in Germany, we don't like waste. So none of the tubes have that little silver foil, which in a way is great because you can open up something in the store and smell it. Hopefully people don't just use it all over themselves and then walk away, but I don't think they do. So I was able to smell the scented as well as the unscented one. This one has a beautiful scent, kind of flowery and fresh, not obnoxious, versus the unscented one just smelled kind of chemical. But this again is a beautiful body SPF. It is quite light, sinks in beautifully, does not leave a greasy residue, just leaves you with a nice glow. And then lastly, I also picked up this exfoliating glove for some manual exfoliation. Now I do use nightly the Necessaire Body Retinol, which I have raved about in so many other videos. It is incredible. It contains 0.01% encapsulated retinol, and it also contains 10% alpha-hydroxy acids. So I use that one nightly, so I do get chemical exfoliation nightly. But once or twice a week, I like a bit of a manual exfoliation as well. So for that, these gloves are perfect. I have purchased these before. They are dirt cheap, they're about €1. They last forever. I usually throw them in the washing machine every so often. Eventually they do have to be replaced, but they are great for manual body exfoliation. I just put them on, put a bit of shower gel on the glove, and then massage my skin all over, and after, my skin feels amazing. So these are the things I picked up with you today at DM. But there are a couple of things I have picked up since being here I wanted to share with you. And one of them is a shampoo. When I came over here, I didn't bring shampoo because usually shampoo is in big bottles, and I figured I can just get some when I get here. So I stayed at a little hotel when I first got here, which had a hairdresser close by. So I went to that hairdresser, and the lady that worked there was busy with a customer. So I just asked her, do you have any shampoo that smells good? And that was my only category. I wanted something that smells good. Because having long hair, I can't stand it when I don't like the scent of a shampoo. So the lady was great. She was with a customer, but she stopped for a moment and she said, let me analyze your hair. So she felt my hair and she looked at me and she said, does your scalp itch frequently? Which I thought was interesting because yes, it does. In fact, I have talked about this in videos before. I don't have dandruff, but my scalp is quite itchy sometimes, which I always thought was because of bad water in the different places we lived. But I asked her, how do you know that my scalp itches? And she said it's something that happens once we are over 40. Now, I'm not sure if that's correct or not. I'm assuming she meant because of a shift in hormones. She said, our skin gets drier everywhere. I am on HRT and I don't have dry skin anywhere, but my scalp, like I said, always itches. In fact, when we lived in Paris, I even saw a dermatologist for it, and he prescribed something medicated, which I didn't end up using because I didn't like it and it didn't help anyways. But this lovely lady said, try this shampoo. Like I said, my only condition was that it smelled good. So I opened this up in the store, again, no foil on it, and I smelled it. It smelled fantastic, so I purchased it. After one use, my scalp completely stopped itching. Not just that, but this shampoo makes my hair feel so soft and healthy. I absolutely love this. I love it so much that I have already purchased a big container of it. This is a liter container. That's how much I love this shampoo. And then the nice lady also recommended to get a conditioner from the brand. But she said because my hair is, she thought it was color treated. I actually don't color my hair, but living in San Diego and being out and about every day, my hair bleached out. So in summer my hair gets quite light, and then in winter you can see it grows out darker and gets quite light from the sun. But it's basically the same thing, whether it is color treated or the sun bleaches it out, it gets dry and porous. So this nice lady recommended to get the Luminous Color Conditioner. Again, I opened it up, I smelled it. It smelled fantastic. This one smells kind of like cherries. And again, I love it so much that I purchased a liter container, which is in my shower. This again not only smells good, but it makes my hair soft, manageable, and healthy looking without weighing it down. Maria Nilla, I went on their website when I purchased the liter and looked at all the other shampoos and conditioners they offer. They have quite a few different ones for different hair conditions. These are the only two I have tried, but I absolutely love them. I even turned my husband on to both of these. My husband was very skeptical about the shampoo because he uses, all kinds of different stuff and he never notices a difference. But I gave this to him and he said the same thing. He's like, my scalp was always itchy and it stopped itching. So he has one in his shower now as well as the conditioner. But now I lost my train of thought. This is really getting to me. Oh yeah, I looked at their website. They have all kinds of different shampoos and conditioners for different hair conditions. I haven't tried any but these two, but they are absolutely fantastic. If any of you use Maria Nilla, let us know down below. Now, like I said, this is a Swedish brand. I believe I said that. But it is widely found all over Germany. I'm assuming all over Europe. And I did find an American site that sells it. So if any of you are interested, I will link it down below. And then lastly, one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made is to put the Instagram app on my phone. I'm not even on Instagram, but I have the app. And so sometimes I just scroll and scroll and scroll, and they know exactly what commercials to send my way. And I have purchased so much stuff on there I don't need. That's not even any good. But like I said, they have me figured out. I have to just stop going on there or stop buying things from there. They make it so easy, right? You just go, you click on the thing where it says shop, and then right away you can pay with PayPal, and boom, 2 clicks and you have purchased something you don't need. Like this mask that I purchased. It's called the 305 Care Overnight Collagen Mask. It contains retinol as well as vegan collagen and some other great ingredients. But I don't know why I purchased this. The ad was just very, very convincing. I have been enjoying it, but I can't tell you that I'm seeing a huge difference from it. So it is an overnight mask. You paint it on with a brush. It has a strong smell of kind of like glue. But again, you paint it on with a brush and then you're supposed to leave it on. They suggest overnight or for at least an hour and a half. Now, I have used this probably 5 or 6 times, but just during the day for about an hour and a half. I don't know if I could sleep with this on my face. I think it would drive me crazy, and I don't think my husband would like it either. But I have been using it during the day, even though they say not to use it during the day because of the retinol in here. it's really not something I'm concerned about. So I have used it during the day and I have been enjoying it. And when I pull it off, which is quite satisfying, the pulling off part is quite satisfying. When I pull it off and look in the mirror, my skin looks fantastic, but it's temporary. I can't tell you that after using it 5 or 6 times, I look any different. The guy in the commercial said that eventually after using this, it's like your face is like a balloon that was deflated and finally has air in it again. Now, that of course sounded fantastic, but I'm very doubtful that's going to happen. But I will use this container up and keep you posted and make up my mind whether I'm going to order another one or not. But these are all the skincare and hair care products I have purchased so far since coming to Germany. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know below, first of all, are you okay with me continuing to film in my bathroom with the toilet in the background? Again, I know it's not ideal, but it is unfortunately as good as it gets right now, and hopefully you will bear with me. But let me know down below. And also let me know what sort of content you would like to see me film in my bathroom. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Anything else you would like to share, please share it in the comments. Again, thank you for being here. Until next time, bye.